everybody, welcome back to Gatehead Farm with Gazbeard. And the final member of the family has joined us today. He's out there somewhere. Where is he? Oh, there he is. How did you get in here? Eh? Scratchies. Scratchies? No? No scratchies? Yes, there we go. Yeah. This is Dogbeard. You may remember him. Come on. Yeah. He's happy to see us. Happy to be out of quarantine and to be with us. And we've got another busy day today. We've had a very busy 2 weeks doing various things, getting the farm ready. And we're now into mid-spring. And how are the chickens doing? Let's have a look. How much have we got in that box? Only the 4 litres. That was only 1.6 and that one 6.6. We'll leave that box there to fill up a bit more. Right. The Discovery has gone. And I did a deal with somebody. They had this very nice condition 15-year-old Landrover. See, it's an 06 plate. It's 15 years old. It's tricked out with all of the accessories. It's got front pin tow hooks. It's got a cow bar. It's got floodlights. Nice big roof rack for carrying stuff around. Gas can on the back and a beacon for when you're towing stuff. Got the really good off-road mudder wheels with the alloy rims. It's really nice. It drives a treat. Yeah, it drives really nice. But it suffers the same problem that all base Land Rovers suffer, in that the steering is very twitchy and very drifty. So you don't want to be getting up to any high speeds in this. You just sort of bimble along at about 50 mile an hour maximum. And you get there. But you go any faster, you can get some quite hair-raising rides. Now, the guy that did the swap with me, he knew that he was getting an absolutely cracking deal, and we negotiated a bit, and I got him to buy me this, which is a little logging trailer, so that I can do a little bit of hand logging around the farm and haul the wood off to the sawmill, get a bit of money back for it. So we'll be putting that to use in a little while. But first, one of the lads down the pub said that he's absolutely snowed under, and he offered me a deal to seed one of his fields for him. I said, "You're mad, you're seeding early. Look at the ground temperatures and the air temperatures. You're not going to be able to seed anything at these temperatures." And he said, "Don't worry, throw it in. It'll eventually sprout, but it'll take a big job off my hands." I said, "Okay, well, you're willing to pay for it. I'm quite happy with that." So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in here, and I'm going to try and extricate that seeder out of there without having to move the other tractor. This might be an exercise in futility. Can't even get it to hook up. No, we're going to have to move the other tractor. Oh well, that's the way of things. Jump in there. Just roll it forward a bit, that's all it needs. Come on, roll forward. Leave it there. Jump into this one. Should let me get back at it. I should really be doing it like this, shouldn't I? Up over the other shoulder. Don't have a neck that rotates 360 degrees. Could be useful sometimes. There we go. Just get that hooked up, and then off we go. Oh, there's no seed in it. We'll need to put seed in it, and you'll notice that the seed shed has gone. Fortunately, the supplier decided to stop doing farm deliveries, and you've got to collect your own now, which I just don't have time. So one of the neighbouring farmers gave me a number to get. I just jump out of the tractor for a moment. Gave me a number to contact somebody who gives us these silos for putting in the yard, and then they swing by once a fortnight and refill them. They just refill all 3 of them. We got seed and fertilizer and lime in there, and that's great. The prices are really cheap as well, and they also send tankers round that refill these. We got herbicide there, and liquid fertilizer there, and herbicide over there. So that's great. Again, we don't have to do anything. They just come round, they top it off, they drop us a bill, and we pay it at the end of the week. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. Instant refills on everything. Now, they did say that during the spring, when everybody's planting, they come round a bit more often to fill. They tend to have tankers running around. Can't tell if that's... Oh, get off that crate. I must move that crate. Able to get a fill going there. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, we want seeds. So, did it fill the back one as well? I think it did. Yeah, I can't quite tell. Yes, it did. It filled the back one. Okay, close the covers. Now, I think he wanted canola in there, so let me just check that. No, it's wheat in this first field. Okay, so we filled the seeder. Now, one of the beauties of this lad that wants me to do his field for him is that his field is adjacent to mine, and one of the routes into that field is through my field. He's also got his own access on the far side, but I'm not driving all the way around there to get to it. Just cut through my field. I'm gonna have to open the gate over there. So again, let's just jump out and go and open the gate. Oh, and I've just realised I've hooked up with the beast, the 1455, and I might need that for moving the front loader tools a little bit later. Oh well, if we do, we do. Have to wait until the tractor's finished in the field. So, oh, this track's, oh, Struth, oh, getting shaken around like a dried pea in an old tin can here. God, good grief, I'm going to have to get that levelled. Yeah, it opens away from me. Now, there's no animals in the fields yet, so I can leave the gate open until the job's done. Must remember to close it after the job's done though. Right, so this is his field here, and it's just pull across here like this. Oh, jumped out too soon, forgot to unhitch. Jump out. Let's have a look, which way around is it? Yeah, we hitch up on that side, okay. Way around. Too far. Swing that nose round, the tail hitch back on properly. There we go. Grab it with the 3-point, lift it up, and swing round to the field. Oh, alright. get drone view because setting this up is a little bit tricky from inside the cab. Yeah, we need to fold the trailer, so to get everything, all the road wheel stuff and tow hitch and everything folded away nicely. Okay, and then we can put it down and turn it on. Back in cab. We'll go for a drive around the edge of the field, set it up. Now all the students have gone back to college, so we can't give them a bell to come and do the field for us. We're going to have to rely on contract drivers, and luckily it's a couple of good ones that have done a few jobs for me already, and they're going to be available a little bit later this morning. They had some early morning jobs to do for another farmer. They're getting them out of the way, and then they said they can come up and help me out. Now I only need one of them today. I've got a bit of seeding to do on a couple of fields for other farmers. They're helping me out. I mean, normally they just hire the contract drivers themselves direct, but they know I'm just starting out, that I'm going to need a bit of income, so they've offered me the chance to act like a little agency for a while, and they'll give their jobs to me, and then I can bring the drivers in, and I can then put the drivers in the fields for them. That just helps me out a little bit. I get a little skim off the top, shall we say, of what the drivers would normally get. I mean, they still get a decent whack. You know, it's not as if I'm robbing them. They still get a decent wage. It just means that the other farmers are paying out a little bit extra, because there's my fee for organising it all. But of course the other thing is that I've got to provide the equipment, and I've got to provide the consumables like the seed or the fertilizer or whatever. Got to do that up front, and then they reimburse me for that once the job's done. For them it just means that they can get on with jobs that they might have been putting off for a few years, get their own farms tidied up and sorted out, while I organise their fields for them. They just tell me what they want in the fields, where the fields are, which is, you know, nice and easy, no stress. Now, a couple of other things that we're going to do today. So while we're just putting a border on this field, let's just set out what we're doing today. In addition to getting this prepped up ready for a contract driver to come and finish the field, we've got some tree felling to do. We're going to put that new trailer straight to work. Do that ourselves. There's the first run. So if I swing round and put a second border on here, yeah, we've got some tree felling to do. Recover some space from some of the scrub trees in one of the meadows. Well, a couple of the meadows actually. I've spoken with the council. They've said, yeah, those. I showed them photos. They said, yeah, those are just scrub trees. Wild growth, if you like. They're not organised planting. They're not part of the wildlife habitats that we've got to keep around our fields. They can come out, so we'll get rid of them. We'll try and keep as much wood as we can as we cut them, and we'll get that down to the sawmill. A little bit of cash in off that. I mean, our fields are just far too cold to be planting at the moment. I can't believe this guy wants me putting wheat in here. I mean, it's about, what, 3 degrees too cold for wheat? But, you know, I mean, we'll put it in early for him. That's what he's asked for. And that means ours goes in later, which means come harvest season, his will be ready before ours. We maybe pick up a contract to harvest his wheat for him. And then we can do our own fields afterwards. Could work out nicely come the autumn. Right, so we've got those scrub trees to rip out, and if we can recover enough wood, or any wood, then we'll get that down to the sawmill, get a little bit of money in for that. It's peanuts money, but it all helps. I've been tipped off by several people, and also I was contacted by the local branch of the Highlands and Islands Development Board. They've mentioned as well, and they're willing to assist with grants and marketing support. They've mentioned that the local area biogas plant went bust for some reason. I mean, they, off the record, somebody, I'll not say who, told me that it was a mismanagement issue, that the company running it just ran it into the ground and basically asset stripped it, and didn't give a tinker's cuss about the local economy or the local people or the workers that they had employed there. So it's been sitting there unused for a couple of years, and I was told that I can pick it up for a song as it is, but I've also been told that I can get grants to purchase it and reopen it, which will drop the buy price even further. So I'm going to go and have a look at that today, and then I've got a meeting tomorrow with the guys at the development board, and we'll go and have a word with them after we've viewed it. We'll see what happens. Now, am I putting a third headland round here? Looks like I am. What time of the day is it? It's not quite 9 o'clock. Okay, well, we might as well put a third headland round here very quickly. Guys, the contract guy can't get here until 10 o'clock, so we get a third headland round here, and then we can leave the tractor and seeder in the field for him, and he can get on with it when he gets here. Tell the wife to point him in the right direction. So we just got to keep our eyes open for getting back to that starting corner on the field. So I'll tell you what I will do while I'm here. I'm going to need the drone for this. Definitely going to need the drone for this. I'll put a circle around that. I hope precise we'll be able to get up to it in the combine if we get the contract to harvest it. Right, what I'm probably going to have to do, looking at it, is I'm going to have to swing a row around here. Just take that across there and square that off. of it so he doesn't have a bald spot in his field. I think I'll just keep the drone up as we go around the last part of the field. Leave that bit there and get up from here. Squarish end on that. Awkward corner of the field done, gives him space to turn around. This is the top end of the field, isn't it? Not going to get this to be parallel to that end without doing half the field ourselves, so what I'm going to try and do is try and get this squared up, because it's not squared up. Whoa. I'll get it a little bit more square. We've got this bit here where I've kind of rolled away from the centre of the field as I've been doing the headland. The drone to help us to get it squared up. Big field this. It's just a shame about those two telegraph poles running through it. It makes the job a little bit more awkward when it's like that. And get straight edges on the planted part. As I say, that'll help the contract driver. Although if he's worth his salt, he should be able to handle the wiggly bits without a problem. We shouldn't have to do anything special. I've got a feeling we will need to refill this for him to finish the field in one. So what I'm going to do is, if I just bring this back up onto the road, whiz it across to the yard, and oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Just go and refill it and bring it back, set it up ready for him. Right, so we'll leave that there for the contract driver. Just close the gate, since we're not working yet until he's turned up. We'll go and grab the Landrover, in fact, and we'll have a quick run up to that biogas place and have a quick shuft at that and see what that's all about. Ready for my meeting with the development board tomorrow. And drop the trailer here. There's also another yard up here that I've been told about that comes with a field that I was told I might want to consider. So bear with me while it's quite a drive to get up to this biogas place, so I'll just time lapse this just to save a little bit of time on the video. I'll see you up there. Okay, that's it. We can see it ahead there, and I'll not lie to you guys. The moment I saw that cement truck on the road, my heart leapt into my mouth. It's like, oh no! Oh, the absolute terror of the road. Oh well, the automatic gate's still working. Is somebody still here? Might be a caretaker dotted around. Oh god, look at this yard. Covered in weeds. Well, let's just jump out and have a run round. IBCs of chemicals. Some of them have still got some left in. It's the ingester. That's where we tip all of the silage and stuff. Yeah, some of the equipment looks a bit old, the tanks and stuff. Pretty worn. I wonder how long this has been, how long it's been here. Don't know what I'd have to get a qualified engineer in to inspect the place and check it out and give me estimates of any repairs or replacements that was needed. This looks fairly new though. This is the digestate storage. Fairly new. Oh, some very wonky tarmac laying went on there. Yeah. Fence is not in bad condition. Bit rusty. Overall, it's not in bad condition. Not sure about the razor wire on the top. I don't know if that's even legal on a non-Ministry of Defence site. Again, that's something I'd need to take up with one of the engineers. Don't know how far the land that comes with the BGA extends, but not happy about all them branches poking through the fence. They're eventually going to destroy the fence if there's a high wind comes up. Like two nice big bunker silos, but like I said down at the farm, I don't use bunker silos. Well, I guess there's no harm in having them. This big parking and manoeuvring yard here. That's good. Useful little shed. What depth is that? It's kind of hard to tell what the depth is from over there. Yeah, it's about deep enough to get a tractor length vehicle in. Again, a bit more manoeuvring and parking here. It's a fairly simple BGA. Is that a diesel point? Looks like one. Yeah. So, okay, now we know roughly what we're looking at. I'd need to get, like I say, need to get an engineer in to inspect the place and surveyor to get a valuation on the land and stuff like that. It's had some modernization done to it. Look, it's got digital scales and stuff. Yeah, okay, right. Well, I'll have that meeting with the development board tomorrow, and I'll get an engineer's report and a surveyor's report on it, and see what the development board is offering in the way of grants to get it up and running. Whether it's a percentage-based grant in terms of the purchase price, or whether it's a flat-up cash grant, it'll make a difference. Whoa, sorry mate, my fault. Too busy talking, not enough looking. Oh, now, can't remember where I'm going from here. I think it's this way. Looking for a turning on the right. Is it? Could be it. Nothing coming behind me. Now, the story on this one, there's a lad who came out of the forces in his 20s, wanted to get into agricultural contracting. He came from one of the farming families in this area, and he used his end of service gratuity. That looks like it. You have to watch out for the 2 IBCs at the gate. So yeah, this might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, definitely. Right, he used his end of service gratuity to buy some land and a yard that he then renovated, and he operated basically a contract grass mowing silage type operation. A few bales sitting here. What we got? There's hay, silage, and straw. Okay. But he's decided to sell up. He's going to move out to the Gulf and work in the oil and gas there. Oh yeah, this is the place. He said there's a derelict old tanker there, which he was trying to fix up. So that if we bought this place, that would give us 2 of those. Couple more IBCs, they're empty. What this shed could be used for. I think the only thing I can think of to use that for would be to put a secure door on it and use it for storing small things like those, or put some windows in that wall and convert it into like an office space, maybe rent it out to somebody. Fuel tank here. I wonder if that's a refueling point. I don't know if that's for heating oil or diesel. I'll have to check that out. Water point. Now he said, oh, in fact, there's another refuel tank there, look. Interesting. He said there's a surprise in the shed with the roller door, and it's included in the price. Oh. It's a baling trailer. That's a windrow. That's a nice big old windrower. It's about an 18-meter spread on them when they drop, if I remember rightly. Have to check the spec on them. What have we got here? Hold on. Oh, jump up there. I thought so. Yes. That's a baler wrapper. That makes doing silage so much easier. Oh. Yes, it's the one that does the round bales, though. I'm not a fan of round bales. I much prefer square bales. So I'm going to assume this is for round bales as well. And I notice all of those bales over there are round bales. So it looks like he was a round bale fanatic, which is an... Okay, we'll close the shed down. Now, the field is this one that we access here. Wow, that's a big old field. Damn trees on the corner. Wow, field wraps around that side of the shed as well. Got more of those scrub trees up there that, well, I mean, they're pretty old trees, but thinking they'd have to go. That's a big old... That would make a nice crop field. He was probably using it for grass. But yeah, grass. You'd have root crops in here at some point, and cereal before that, so there must be permission to use this field for crops other than grass, which is good. That's a big old field. That'd make a great cereal field. Be on the big side for doing root crops, though. Wow. Wouldn't want to be digging potatoes out of there. It'd take forever. But yeah, that's a good field. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to get back and check out on the maps, get the hectareage on it. Speak to the local land surveyor, ask him what sort of money this field would go for and this yard. Scott did say that the vehicles in the shed, or what he termed as the surprise, were included in the price. Just pay for the land and the shed at the going rate, and everything else that was in the yard. Can I get that to close? No, it doesn't close. Okay. Get them fixed. He did say that everything else that was in the yard, beyond the buildings and the land, was included in the price for free. Just pay for the land and buildings, and everything else would be lumped in at the price of the land and buildings. So yeah, deal, bargain. We'll have to have a word with him on that, because it's possible that those vehicles are worth as much as the land. Well, certainly on the yard. Cement truck. So that's going to be it for today's episode. A lot of prep work going on still. It's mid-spring. The weather's starting to warm up, look. We're getting an air temperature above freezing and a ground temperature above freezing. And it's only just past breakfast time, so that's a good sign. So another few days like this, another week or so, we should be able to get our crops in the ground. But in the meantime, if the other farmers reckon that it's warm enough to plant their fields on their behalf, and they're willing to pay us to do it, then we'll keep doing that until we are sure that the ground is warm enough to give us a quick germination on what we put into it, and get that done. And of course, here's where you have to turn. Get back down to the farm. There's the store. Had with the animal trailer fetish. Looks like he's doing a good business. Good on him. Right, so see you in the next vlog. This is Gazbeard driving home and getting massive senses of deja vu, fighting with the Landrover steering coming down the lane at under 30 miles an hour. God, this brings back memories of driving them in the forces. They land drifters, we used to call them, or drift rovers, because the steering wobbled and drifted everywhere. You couldn't keep a straight line on them. Okay, you know what to do. Leave your comments and questions down below. Hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell, otherwise YouTube won't tell you when I've put a new video up. Give the video a like, and I'll look forward to seeing you for the next one. We're on Gatehead Farm up near Aberdeen in the northeast of Scotland, and we're trying to make a go of a dairy farm that we've bought, and we're being, as the new kid in the area, we're being tested to see how much money we've got, and we're being offered all sorts of plots of land and things. But I'm not going to jump in and just buy them. I want to check that it's viable to buy them. Then we maybe will, and start expanding the farm. Certainly we're not going to be able to make the farm grow very much with just the few fields that we've got for crops. And I know it's a dairy farm, but we do need to get crops on the go, because at the very least we need the straw from them for feeding the animals, for bedding the animals down, I should say. They like to sleep on straw, not concrete. Right, I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.